Hi guys, and welcome to Delicate Flavors with Pallavi. Spending endless hours in the kitchen cooking delicious food is really not possible for all the women every time, especially for working women, and I am one too. So let's see my take on easy egg masala recipe, which is easy but yet very special. So let's make egg masala my style, my way. Today I am making very special but very simple egg curry. For that, as you see, I have taken 7 eggs. These are hard boiled eggs and I have put a cut like this into each of the egg. I will just show you one for example. It is just a gash that you make it in this shape so that whatever spices we put in, they get absorbed very nicely into the eggs. Before taking a look at the other ingredients, I have already taken the eggs in the pan. As you see, I will keep this pan of eggs on the gas. As you see, I have kept the eggs on the gas. I will just pour in 1 spoon of oil, 1 small spoon of oil. I just want to roast the eggs before I start with the recipe. So let this be here just for a minute or two. Let this become brown just a little bit. We are not supposed to fry them, just brown them. You can see now the eggs are nicely browned. At this point, I just add very small amount of turmeric, some chili powder and some salt, just so as to give some taste to the boiled eggs. These are hard boiled eggs. I have taken 7 of them. So we will just coat the eggs. I'll turn off the gas, otherwise the spices will burn. So we will just stir fry the eggs until all the eggs get a uniform color. The eggs are coated evenly with the masala and we keep them aside and move towards the ingredient list. Now coming back to the ingredient list, we have a good nice collection of Indian spices. Starts with turmeric, homemade cumin seed powder, coriander seed powder, Kashmiri red chili powder, salt to taste and garam masala. This is homemade garam masala. You can use any brand, any ready-made masala of your choice. This is coconut, dry coconut roasted mixed with coriander, some coriander, and I have also mixed some ginger and garlic in this. So this is a mixture of ginger, garlic, coriander and dry coconut. And this is my usual pre-sauteed onions which are always ready in my kitchen. Then what we have is 1 green chili. This is a dark green chili. It is a little hot, I think so. I have also put a slit into it. Some coriander for garnish, 1 cup of curd and a small amount, 1 small spoon of rice flour. Into this rice flour I have added some water and will make a slurry kind of a thing now. We will just make a paste of rice water and this we will add to the curry so that the curd doesn't split. I have put in a kadai for preheating into which I am adding about 1 spoon of oil. Yes, this should be enough. Next is I am following it up with 1 slit green chili and the pre-saute onions. If you are using raw onions, you can brown it at this stage itself. It will splutter a lot now, so I will cover this at this point. The onions are already brown, it won't take much time now. The onions are already cooked and so is the chili. So after a minute, I am just adding the dried coconut paste along with coriander leaves and ginger garlic. So this is a paste of these 4 ingredients I am putting inside. No need to roast this because most of the ingredients are already cooked and ginger garlic will be cooked along. The coconut, onions, coriander leaves, ginger garlic, chili, everything is getting fried and at this point I will add all the dry spices including the salt. So this all goes in. Mix it well. Mix it really well and into this we will add our next ingredient, that is the rice flour and water. This I want to add at this point because I am going to add the curd now. I don't want the curd to split. So in goes 1 cup of curd. This is a regular curd. You can use homemade curd. I am also using homemade curd here. And let the curd cook in for some time with constant stirring. So stir this very well until this comes to a boil. The oil has started to release and the mixture has started to bubble. I will give it a stir and cook it for another 30 seconds or so. Leave it open, it is not spluttering, so it is okay. After 30 seconds, the aromas have started to release beautifully, and into this I will add the eggs. Coat the eggs very well with the masalas. And now I will add 200 ml of lukewarm water. Water you can add as per to the consistency that you are looking for. Today I am making this curry with rice, so I am keeping the consistency a little thin, but you can add the water as per your requirement for the consistency. Now let this come to a boil. I will just put the flame on high. Allow this to come to a boil. The curry has started to develop a vigorous boil. At this point, I will turn down the gas to the minimum and I will cover it and keep it for about 5 minutes. 5 minutes that the curry has been boiling, I think it is already done. Yes, it is done. At this point, I will turn off the gas. I will just check for the consistency. This is the consistency which is achieved. But as it cools down, it will start to thicken a little. So at this moment, I will just turn off the gas and this is done. Now we will do the plating. Steaming hot simple egg curry is ready. I will just garnish it with a little bit of coriander leaves. As you see, this is not a lengthy process. It is a very easy but special egg curry. You can serve it with rice, you can serve it with roti paratha. It can be made for lunch or dinner. That's your choice. It can also very well go into your tiffin. So that was my take on an easy egg masala curry, but very special one. I hope you have liked my recipe. If you like my recipe, please consider to subscribe to my channel Delicate Flavors with Pallavi. Please do give it a like and share it with friends and family. Until then, see you next time. Bye.